5 lies and myths of firstborn sons and daughters, especially firstborn daughters within the climate of Africa. The first is that as a firstborn daughter or the adult of your family, you are a bridge. I need you to understand something. I get that. Being a bridge means that you are a support for other people, right? Yes, you are like a platform for other people. Now, if you train your siblings in school, you are a bridge. If you choose to raise a family member, and give them a good life, you're a bridge. If you choose to raise them in the area of business, you getting a business for them or getting a skill for them, you are a bridge. But I need you to also understand that a bridge, no matter how strong it is, when water consistently goes through the bridge or goes under the bridge, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of a few years, that bridge will collapse. All right? So even a bridge needs maintenance. The second is that you are a light in your family. I agree. But then, if you continue to supply light and you do not have commensurate refilling of oil or fuel in your lamp, you're going to just burn out. And it's going to eventually lead to darkness. You are a light, but not just for your family alone. You are a light for your community. You are a light for your generation. You are a light for yourself as well. All those whose destinies are tied to you, rather. So you are a light not just for your family. If you continue to supply light and you do not get refilled, it gets to a point you do not have anything else to give. No man can give what they do not have. You need to have for yourself. You need to also have to supply light for your generation and for all those who are connected to you. So it's not just for your family alone. This is my point. It's good to supply light to your family or to your loved ones, right? But the truth is, if you continue to give light and you do not get a refilling in return, you're going to burn out. And eventually, the light will turn into darkness. Number 3, God yoked you with the ability to carry burdens in the family that nobody else has. But that is a lie. Yes, the devil is a liar. You see, everybody has the ability in the family because everyone was created uniquely and differently from anybody else. So we all have our different, unique abilities. Why are we not bringing it together? Why must it be just one person who is bringing their own ability and sacrificing and enduring to ensure that other people rise? If you've got ability, bring it to the table. No matter how strong a camel is, it can't even go for 3 years without water. It's not possible. It's going to break down. And so this constant cultural orientation that every firstborn child is supposed to carry burdens, I do not know where it's coming from. And it's one of the lies and the myths I'm busted here right now. All right? You got to sit down and tell yourself enough. You cannot continue to carry burdens for the rest of your life. You got to a point where you have to tell yourself the truth. All right? You were not yoked with burdens from birth. You were not yoked with burdens at creation because you're the firstborn child. Let everyone contribute their own ability. The next one is that you do not complain no matter how drained you are. No, that's a lie. You can complain. You can even bust. You can cry. Oh yeah, it's acceptable. Because if you keep going on that way, you're going to get depressed. Because you're going to get so frustrated. You get to a point where you tell yourself, I cannot do this anymore. And it's okay. It's fine. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to bust, bust. If you want to break, break. But truth be told, you got to step back sometimes and tell yourself, I can't do this no more. All right? Number 4, love yourself. If you do not love yourself, everybody will make you a standard of the love they have for themselves. Hear this. If you do not love yourself, everybody else will produce a standard for you on how to love yourself. So they'll give you their standard of love for themselves, and that's what you're going to imbibe. And you will do that unconsciously. That's the truth of it. If you are going through any of the aforementioned, this is what you must do. Number 1, learn to make the hard decisions. And what is the hard decision? Learn to tell your family, especially when you constantly get abused, disrespected, and disdained. Learn to tell them, I will withdraw my support, whether financially, emotionally, psychologically, or mentally. Yes, learn to withdraw your support and let them know that you're doing that. And never, ever let them guilt trip you. Never ever let them gaslight you. Withdraw your support. If the disrespect continues, withdraw your support. It's as simple as that. Number 2, when to let your family make their own mistakes. You can't forever continue to worry over them. You are afraid this one is going to trip. You're afraid like they're little babies. Oh, you're afraid this person is going to hurt himself or herself. Oh, you're afraid they're going to make mistakes. Oh, you're afraid they're going to fall into a trap. Oh, you're afraid they're going to die before their time. Oh, you're afraid they're going to get attacked. You are in a constant worry mode, constant anxiety mode over your family. Can I tell you something? Most of the things that you fear never happens. All right? So learn to let them make their own mistakes. Let me tell you something. You can never turn over your life experiences into their account. It doesn't work that way. It's not like an ATM where you withdraw from yours and then you deposit into their account. Life don't work that way. You need to let them make their own mistakes. You need to let them fail and learn. You need to let them fall and rise. You need to let them glean from their own personal mistakes and errors. And that's the only way they can grow. Without mistakes, there's no growth in life. And so just learn to quiet yourself. You give counsel, they don't listen. Do you know what Proverbs says? It says, the man who continuously scorns don't learn nothing. Yes. So you give counsel, they scorn your counsel. Let them be. Let them make their mistakes. Let them learn from their mistakes. Let them glean from life experiences by themselves. All right? When that happens, they in turn will begin to teach other people. I remember the young minister, I was speaking with him, and he said to me that he had a niece, all right? And when she was growing up, she was very beautiful. In fact, she was the most beautiful of her mother's children. And so it got to her head. And she would often go for night parties. She would often go with terrible friends and all that. And they kept talking, they kept counseling, they kept yelling, and she wouldn't listen. And guess what? Because the parents were afraid that she was going to go get pregnant as a teenager, as a young girl, and they just forced her to get married. And she got married, and she never loved the young man. And it was from one battle to another, one problem to another, one fight to another, one terrible situation to another. And she almost died. And she had to leave that marriage. And she was like, I've had enough. And today she's the one teaching the other young girl. Like, this is my story, okay? You learn from me. Look at where I am today. You learn from me. I couldn't have made this mistake if I had listened. So learn to allow your family make their own mistakes. Let them glean from their own life experiences, because you cannot transfer yours from your account to their account. All right? Now, number 3, when disrespect becomes normal, it's no longer an oversight. It's no longer a mistake. It's intentional. It's a subtle reminder that you are not who you think you are. It's a subtle reminder that you are nothing. Before us, you are nothing. I told you that this series, God Why series, was actually triggered by a movie by Uche Montana. And the movie is called Monica. Hope you all went to watch that movie. It was a great movie. And I can tell you that character, she was so annoying because she kept taking all the disrespect. She kept taking all the maligning. She kept taking all the disdain. She kept taking all the verbal abuses, the emotional abuses, the mental abuse. She kept taking them. And after some time, she snapped. It's fine. You free yourself from the shackles of cultural disorientation. That's the simple truth. Because in the African climb, every firstborn is yoked with something so heavy that they cannot even carry it themselves. All right? And sometimes I would say it's the failure of parents. Because you see children growing up, and then you sacrifice the firstborn child for the others to feel comfortable. You sacrifice the life and the childhood of the firstborn child for others to have a start in life. And where does that even happen? I wonder the kind of manual that some of the African parents read. I don't understand it. It's painful. It's hard to digest, but this is the reality. If you're a firstborn child, before your loved ones wake up and say to you, who do you think you are? You better learn. Before they wake up and start disrespecting you, you better wake up. Before they all stand up to say, oh, we got responsibility, you don't have responsibility, so we are your responsibility. You use your money to clean up our mess, while we use our money to build our lives. You better wake up. It's as simple as that. And don't ever let them guilt trip you. Don't ever let them gaslight you. You know better than that. You've seen it all. Stand your ground and don't let them gaslight you. Make a decision. Withdraw. The Bible says if your feet is constantly in your neighbor's house, he is going to belittle you. Yes, sometimes withdraw. Do you know why? Not because you hate your family, but because you want your life worth to be measured by you, not by anybody else. Withdraw sometimes, not because you hate your family, but because you want your self-respect back. You want your dignity back. Oh yeah, you heard me. That's the truth. If you are a firstborn child, I need you to understand. It is time to wake up. Wake yourself from your slumber. That girl, Monica, snapped. If everyone has issues, they run to her, and she kept solving their problems. And then their father went down with kidney damage, and he needed dialysis, and no one was sending money, including the one abroad, right? Brought all her savings, and they started the dialysis, and the father didn't make it. But thank God that the father gave her a counsel, and the father said to her, we failed you as parents. You are carrying family burdens that wasn't meant for you. We failed you. And this is what most African parents will never do. They will never acknowledge. And so their firstborn children, he or she happens to be a collateral, especially she happens to be a collateral damage. Some of them happen to be even collateral for the old age of their parents. Yeah, they gonna marry you off to a rich man, whether you like him or not. It happens. Yes, it happens. And the father said to her, we failed you as your parents. You have carried burdens that were meant for you. You know what? You have been there for everybody else. Can you promise me that you will be there for yourself? Can you promise me that from today, you are going to face your life and you are going to make something out of your life? Promise me that you are going to pursue your dreams, your ambitions and your aspirations in life and your goals in life. Promise me that you will run after your purpose. And she did. And the father died. Guess what? And they gathered in the family compound to hold a meeting. And so she said, I paid the hospital bills. They didn't contribute a dime. I paid the hospital bills. I paid for the dialysis. I took our father's body to the mortuary, to the morgue. How are we going to carry him home for burial? And the last born, who impregnated the girl that he wasn't married to, and the elder sister had to clean up his mess and pay the bride price. And that one stood up and like, oh yeah, you know, we got responsibility. You don't have responsibility. You are single. You're not married at your age. So we are the ones who have responsibility. So that means it's your responsibility to bury our father. And the mother said, oh yeah, you will bury him whether you like it or yes. You are the Ada. You are the firstborn child. Ada in African clan means the firstborn daughter. And at that point, the girl who gave birth to a child for her brother, the one she paid bride price for, now stood up and said to her, oh, you have to do this because it's your responsibility. And she wanted to verbally abuse the elder sister, and she gave her a valedictory slap. And guess what? The last born son stood up and slapped the elder sister. Like, how dare you touch? Ha ha! Y'all, come on, go watch this movie. You're gonna snap. Guys, you're gonna snap. Like, you're gonna like, what the hell? And that was it for her. And she thought that her mother was going to intervene and say, hey, no, guys, don't do this. This is your elder sister. You must respect your elder sister. No, the mother said, you see, that's your problem. You're always bitter. You're always bitter. You're a bitter soul. You're always angry. Your body, they pepper you too much. You know, who do you think you are? It's your duty to bury your father, whether you like it or yes. That was when she snapped, guys. Like, I won't do this. I will not give a dime. I will not do it. If you like, bury him. If you like, leave him. And she walked away and went and built her life. When disrespect becomes normal, it's no longer an oversight. It's no longer a mistake, guys. It's a subtle reminder that you have done nothing to warrant it. You are a nobody. You are not what you think you are. We don't even see you as anything. So get lost. And yeah, get lost. Get away from them and go build your life. Build your dreams and build your purpose. I know that God will help you. If you are a firstborn child and if this is your story, I want you to wipe your tears. I want you to say to yourself, I will rise again. I wasted my life for some people who do not even value it. But it's not over yet. The time you wake up, that's your morning. Rise up. Guess what? One breakthrough that God will give you in this life that will wipe away all your years of pain, stress, anxiety, and fear. It will wipe it off. Are you going through a silent battle? This video is for you. My assignment is to help those going through silent battles. Give me your hands. Let's work together. I'm Lady Queen Paul, and this is Lady Queen Paul TV. I want you to subscribe to this channel. Let's overcome the storms together and turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a fresh video, a new video, you'll be the first to get notified. I'll see you again.